As a writer yourself, I just wondered what it was you particularly admired about the screenplay, Chris Terrio and David S. Goya's screenplay for Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I'm friends with Chris Terrio, and he's the smartest guy I know. He's somebody who has a kind of a strong academic background and has really kind of sophisticated inclinations, but he's also a kind of an emotional artist. So he was able to marry those two skill sets so wonderfully to create a character for me and a story at large that's emotional, but also kind of contemplative and addresses substantive themes of of power and identity and corruptibility and hegemony and xenophobia and all this interesting stuff in the context of this exciting action movie.
And I think comic book adaptations are only ever as strong as the villain, so I was thrilled when you were cast. And I know you've said this, the greatest role you've got to play so far. How would you describe the experience of it?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just so wonderful to get to play a role like this on a kind of a scale like this. Is just it's an unusual experience. A character as interesting as this you normally get to see like in a movie like we met on The Double, which is a movie that I would say just more explicitly is a character-driven. I couldn't really call that movie a drama because it has its own genre, but in a more character-driven independent film. But to get to play such an interesting character on a scale like this is just for me a very rare opportunity. He's a guy that has as many different personas as people he knows. He is a kind of charming, affable, philanthropic, but also terrifying, insecure, scary, increasingly dangerous guy.
And what about the sort of liberation of not having to worry about whether people liked Lex as a character?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think when you play a character that, you're aware in some unconscious way that the audience has to identify with, it can become inhibiting because you have to kind of be aware of your behavior, not kind of hitting anything too odd that would alienate people, whereas in this movie, my character is explicitly alienating and explicitly eccentric.
And how much input did you have into the look of Lex? I mean, you do actually look pretty different in the role. The hair, I guess, is one of the main things.
I just knew I did not want to look like myself. I knew the character had hair, and at least for a lot of the movie, the character had hair, and I did not want to look like myself because I didn't want to walk down the street for the next 20 years and be associated just visually with evil incarnate. So I read the old comic books, and I saw that the character was kind of originally drawn with this long red hair. I thought it would be a kind of an interesting reference back to the old movie, the old comics, as well as in a way a new take on it because you've never seen him like that.
And who are your favorite screen villains yourself?
Oh goodness, I'm not well versed enough in this genre.
Or in other movies, even as there kind of a
I see.
egg, as it were.
I grew up kind of watching Woody Allen movies. So who is the villains in that? I don't know. Usually some a wife that he doesn't want to be with, or I had a friend who seems a little taller. I don't know who are the villains in those movies.
And there's going to be another Woody Allen movie. I know you said that the last one you were in was the only Woody Allen movie you haven't seen. Yeah. Will you be? Have you seen it yet? And might you see this new one? Or
No, I can't watch a movie that I've been in, even if it's a Woody Allen movie. They don't cancel each other out, or maybe they do cancel each other out, but I end up not watching it.
Jesse Eisenberg, thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey